Our next speaker, he was supposed to be on our show today. I don't know what happened, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. But that's okay. He's been on our show before. He is trying to retire the person I refer to as Mad Maxine. Maxine Waters from California 43, I believe it is. California 43. I'm going to tell you, this is a woman that has been a thorn in our sides for so long. And there is a man who is, he wants to become giant killer. I think he's got a very good shot at it. Please welcome Omar Navarro from the People's Republic of California.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? So everybody, how many of you know the state of California? How many of you lived in the state of California? Raise your hands. Well, you know, things are changing in the state of California. How many what? Build that wall. Build the wall, guys. We're going to build the wall and we're going to make it 10 feet higher, huh? You know, when I first started this, I didn't think that anything was going to happen. I didn't think that anything was going to come out of it. I thought that, you know, I just go in my community and I talk to people and I build relationships with them, that maybe something could happen. I could start some form of movement. And I started going to city council meetings across the state of California, speaking against sanctuary cities. I talked about how sanctuary cities discriminate against legal immigrants. And I put that point out there because people don't understand the separation between legal immigrants and illegal immigrants. And so we have to understand that there is a difference in our country. People like Sheriff Joe Arpaio have jumped on board for what we're doing. People like Larry Elder have jumped on board what we're doing. People like Joy Villa have jumped on board what we're doing. Roger Stone has jumped on board what we're doing. You know, a lot of great people have stepped up and have said enough is enough. But when I first started all this, I didn't think anything was going to happen. I just said to myself, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take action. And I'm going to do something that nobody is doing in the state of California. Not a lot of people are taking action. Not a lot of people are going out talking to people. So as soon as I started talking to people and going around to different cities, I started noticing one thing, that the Republican Party has done nothing in the state of California to build a relationship and a gap with the voters. And that's why we've been losing election after election after election. If people don't have a backbone, how are we supposed to win? So what I said, I'm gonna be the person with the backbone. I'm gonna take some action. I'm gonna do something. So I started going out. I started videotaping all the stuff that I was doing. Got picked up by InfoWars, and I regularly appear on InfoWars, which is great. They've been big supporters of what I've been doing. Been picked up by a lot of media outlets that have been out there. A lot of people have supported what we're doing in what we're doing right now. But I think what we need to do in the state of California, we need to build a relationship with millennial voters. I think that's what we're lacking. We're not building that relationship with millennial voters. But we've been doing that. When I've gone out in the state of California and I've seen Trump rallies, protests, and all that stuff, I've never seen in my life young people turn out in huge numbers. I've seen over 1,500 people turn out in Riverside. I've seen over 2,000 appear in Hollywood, California. Can you imagine that, having 2,000 Trump supporters in Hollywood, California? Can you imagine that, guys? No, it's never happened. Never happened before. But why is it happening? Because people like me are going out. We're organizing. We're getting smart. We're doing things that no one is doing in the state of California. We are waking up. The millennial voters are waking up, and they're realizing that there's an agenda that's been sold to them that's a lie. I was born in the city of Inglewood, and I lived in my district my entire life. My grandmother's 95. She lives there. My grandmother came from Cuba in Havana, and my mother came from the northern part of Mexico, and from Torreon, Coahuila. And my mom, came here for a better opportunity, but they did things right. They didn't break any laws. They assimilated, and they paid respect to this country in a big way. When they did that, they taught me values. They taught me to respect the laws of our country. They taught me that you can achieve anything as long as you do it right. And when I learned that we have to instill family values back in our communities. I had an event just recently. They labeled it a KKK white supremacist event. Guess what? I had a lady that said, hey, she spoke Spanish. She said, hey, mijo, this is not a white supremacist event. What's going on here? I heard that you guys are all going to wear the hoods and everything. And I said, well, what did you see? Well, I saw diversity. I saw people gathering together that are concerned about the communities. You talked about the gangbangers in our communities. You talked about drug dealers living across the street from us. You talked about the streets not being paved. You talked about how politicians have destroyed the state of California. You pointed out that the majority of people in power in the state of California are Democrats. What have they done? That makes sense to me. You gave me a message, a simple message that I can relate to. You said you're concerned about family. That is important to me. So that day, we registered about 20 Republicans, 20 people that were Democrats to being Republicans. That was impressive. We had about over 140 people that turned out at the event. After they tried taking down my event, I had to move it from a bowling alley to a park. We were smart enough to move everything over, and nothing happened. It was safe, and it was great, and people still showed up, and they found out that it was a different type of event. People are waking up in the state of California. And I'm here because I want to let you guys know not to lose hope in the state of California. Not to lose hope in the state of California. We have to realize there's a bigger battle out there. There's a bigger battle out there. The enemy is the Democratic Party. They are the party of oppression. They are the party that wants to hold us back from success. They are anti-business. They have pushed over 3,000 businesses in the past 2 years, including Toyota, to other states. To other states. That's concerning. Why do we have homelessness in Los Angeles County? Well, it could be a concern of mental health, but also unemployment. We also have veterans that are in the street. What are we doing for them? We're not doing anything. We're letting them behind, even the wives that lost the men and women who protected us. What about them? What about them? We've forgotten people who saved our freedoms. But we're not doing anything. But I'm doing something. I'm taking action. I'm showing up. I'm talking to people. I'm building those relationships. That's what we need to do. We need to work with people one at a time. We can't just expect to change the state of California overnight. But it's changing. It's changed in the past year in a big way. We have young people who have organized, and they're continuing to organize. They're getting better and better every day. Every day. We get better and better every day. And we're getting big. The coalition is huge. And when we reclaim the state of California in 2018, because we will reclaim the state of California in 2018, I am very confident that we have to drain a certain person from Congress. Maybe dirty waters. Maybe we have to drain the dirty waters from Congress. Sometimes when someone lives in a $4.8 million mansion in Hancock Park, outside the district, eating filet mignon, while the people in the 43rd can't even afford to buy a hamburger, where the median income is $40,000. That is a concern. And people, when they find out about this, they say, enough's enough. We're going to put someone, not by party. And I want to let you guys know, in that district, 54% of that district since 2012, redistricting happened, is Hispanic and Latino voters. 54%. Black voters have gone down from 38% to 17% in the 43rd Congressional District. But no one has done anything in 27 years to challenge a certain person. Well, we're doing something great. I want you guys to look at what I'm doing. Go on my website, check out what I'm doing, omarnavarro.com. Read about me, and look at what I'm doing. Look at my videos on Facebook. We've managed to hit 100,000 views, 1.1 million views on a lot of different videos that we do. The message is going out there in the state of California. People are they're just tired. They're just tired of the lies. So thank you guys for having me today. I really appreciate you guys. With God, anything is possible. We will achieve great things. God bless.